across the country today. And I want your inputs on 05371 58638 as a reason why you should join us and also share your thoughts with us. We want to say welcome everybody who is watching us across the entire country, and also those of you watching us live on our social media handle, Facebook, X, YouTube, on MBN 360. We say we are grateful. Welcome. Amaraba, Akwaba, Obaken, Away Zone. So we want to say thank you for joining us. Today is a beautiful Thursday, the 5th day of February. Gradually, February is running like and we hope that we'll be able to bring you nothing but the finest of programming. So the numbers on your screen is the numbers when it's time for you to call. But let me do some summary of the latest story. The President, John Dramani Mahama, has pledged to provide a 2 million decks to basic schools across the country by the end of 2026 to address the long-standing issues of inadequate seating for students. Government is considering renaming the Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport, sparking debate among Ghanaians. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been officially declared the NPP flag bearer-elect after winning the party's presidential primaries. In the economy and business, Ghana's inflation rate has dropped to 3.8%, the lowest in 5 years. Government has signed a $12.83 million grant with African Development Bank to support the Big Push projects. The finance minister has inspected the Gold Coast refinery, highlighting its potential to boost Ghana value addition drive. In education, the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, has suspended accreditation of new general nursing programs. The health minister has launched an audit of the OT facilities to address healthcare challenges. Ghana has marked the World Cancer Day with a renewed commitment to breast cancer care financing. In other story, Ghana and Zambia have signed a visa waiver agreement allowing citizens of both countries to travel freely. The Ghana Armed Forces has partnered with the French military to jungle warfare training against illegal mining. An entertainment story, Stone, a showboy, a Ghanaian musician, has been arrested. These are some of the latest stories that are making headlines across the country. We'll bring you some more story as we sojourn for God and for country. Once again, my name is El Samuels and I'll be with you between now to 10. Ashanti Chiefs block Ya Asantewaa name for Kotoka International Airport, according to a historian. A private legal practitioner and a historian, Yaw Anoche Frimpong, has revealed that the Kotoka International Airport was originally intended to be named after the renowned Queen Mother of Ejiso, Ya Asantewaa, but opposition from some Ashanti sub-chiefs prevented the plan from materializing. He was contributing to discussions surrounding calls to rename the Kotoka International Airport to Accra International Airport. Mr. Anoche said the idea dated back to the era of Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He explained that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, after attaining internal self-governance in 1951, becoming the prime minister in 1952, was focused on positioning Ghana as a center of African liberation struggle. According to him, the airport was built deliberately for international use, not just for domestic travel. We try to get more. Anoche says that when it was time to name the airport, Dr. Nkrumah wanted it to bear the name of a woman, a decision influenced by his mentor, Dr. James Kwesi Aggrey. So this is some of the historical antecedent with regards to the naming of the Accra Airport. But in 1958, it was named the Accra Airport. A new poll by the Global Info Analytics has placed Hajia Amina Adams as the clear front-runner in the upcoming National Democratic Congress, the NDC, primaries in Ayawaso East constituency, giving her a commanding lead over her closest rival. Hajia Amina Adams is a widow of Ayawaso East MP Mahama Nasa Tuori. According to the data released ahead of the primaries, Hajia Amina Adams commands 58% of voter preference among the delegates and party supporters survey, positioning her as a favorite to clinch the party's ticket in the traditional competitive constituency. The survey results presented by the Executive Director of Global Info Analytics, Musa Dankwa, today showed a wide margin between Hajia Amina and the rest of the field. The figure suggests a large two-horse race with Hajia Amina Adams and Ghana's High Commissioner to Nigeria, Baba Jamal, accounting for a combined 90% of state voter preference. Away from the NDC matters, issues that has to do with the primaries, that is coming up, police cage an alleged killing of a driver. A policewoman, Gifty Opon, who allegedly shot and killed a taxi driver in Totogu near the Wager, has appeared before the Adabraka Circuit Court charged with murder. Opon is accused of shooting and killing Edward Ewuku Owusu, also known as Papa Kwesi, following a confrontation. The court did not take a plea and remanded her into lawful custody to appear before the court on February 25th. Raymond Felly, the counsel for Opon, prayed the court to admit his client to bail. The prosecution was led by Chief Inspector Josephine Asodek. In a statement, the Ghana Police Service says it was conducting an investigation into the shooting incident which occurred on January 19, 2026 around the Totogu near Wager. Away from the story from the courts, still with the court matters this time around, we're looking at the lady called Agrada. Now, the full statement, the full judgment, court upholds Agrada's conviction and cut a 15-year jail term to 1 year. The Amasaman High Court has reduced the prison sentence handed to the controversial televangelist Patricia Asiedu Ashiama, popularly known as Nana Agrada, from 15 years to 1 year after ruling that the original punishment was excessive. Whilst the court upheld the conviction, it exercised discretionary powers to review the sentence, concluding that although the offenses warranted, the offense, that is the first accused, the offense whilst the court upheld her conviction, it was to exercise its discretionary powers to review the sentence, concluding that although the offense warranted a custodial term, the 15-year sentence with hard labor was disproportionate to the circumstances of the case. So it's not proportional to the case that was in the court. In addition, to reduce the jail term, the court imposed a fine of 200 penalty units, equivalent of 2,400. The review sentence takes effect from the date of her conviction, July 3rd, 2025, meaning Nana will serve a total of 12 months in prison. So if the total of 12 months in prison, she went in July 10th, meaning by roughly May, she'll be out. Okay? I know a lot of people, her fans will be excited. Her fans will be excited. Now let's do some story from Kumasi, where a tricycle operators in the waste collection business across the Ashanti region are protesting the introduction of additional toll by the Asokwa Municipal Assembly. The protests followed the Assembly's decision to erect a toll booth at the entrance of the Oti landfill site in Kumasi to charge the waste collection 5 cedis per visit. So if you should visit 20 times, it's 5 cedis by 20. The amount adds to the existing 30 cedis daily waste management fee already paid to the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. Now, diving into some other matters tonight, remember the number is 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also join us. But let's start with some gold story. Gold refinery story. Sly, make sure my screen is on. Now let's do the gold refinery story, where Ghana's Gold Coast Refinery is now processing 1 ton of gold weekly, with plans to increase the production to 2 tons per week, according to the Finance Minister, Dr. Kessel Atuforsen. And this development is part of government efforts to add value to Ghana's gold and reduce raw gold exports. The refinery has a capacity to process up to 2 metric tons of gold per week and is expected to boost the country's gold industry, creating jobs and increasing export earnings. Government has also secured 15% equity stake in the refinery, marking a significant step towards Ghana's ambition to maximize returns from its mineral. Now let's take a listen to the Minister of Finance, Dr. Kessel Atuforsen.
On behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, congratulate the Ghana Gold Board for an excellent work done, and also to thank the Gold Coast Refinery working with the Rand Refinery. We have seen that clearly the vision of His Excellency the President has been implemented. In 2016, His Excellency the President John Mahama, was here to officially open the Gold Coast Refinery with a vision to begin refining Ghana's gold. 8 years on, when he left office in 2016, the then administration never implemented the vision of the government and the people of Ghana. We came back to office in 2025. And in January 2025, during His Excellency the President's first State of the Nation address, he signaled the formation of the Ghana Gold Board, which was an anchor in our manifesto. In fact, Parliament passed the Ghana Gold Board Act in the first half of the year. So activities of Gold Board actually began in May, and I think May, June, April. And so since then, we've been working to buy ASM gold for the purposes of shipping, exporting them, and bringing the forest into our country. Gold Board, I'm sure you can all see the benefits of Ghana Gold Board. It is revolutionary and it is visionary. It has changed the landscape of the gold industry in our country. It is touted all over the world as a novelty. And today we are here to celebrate another milestone of the Ghana Gold Board. Clearly, this company, Ghana Gold Coast Refinery, has the ability to refine up to 2 tons of gold per day, per week. Gold Board has agreed to provide them 1 ton of gold per week for refinery. This will be scaled up to 2 tons per week in no time. Today, Gold Board has the capacity to buy 2.5 tons on average per week of gold. It is our policy to ensure that in the shortest possible time, we will not be exporting raw gold outside this country. this refinery today that has the capacity to do 2 tons, and now with an understanding that will begin with 1 ton per week, has employed approximately 162 workers. And they are adding value to our gold. And they are going to operate 24 hours in line with our 24-hour economy policy.
And so that's the Sector Minister, Dr. Kesla, to forcing throwing more light as what Ghana stands to benefit with this gold board. The gold board refining initiative is expected to bring significant economic benefits, including increased export earnings. That is, by refining gold locally, Ghana can capture more value from its gold export, potentially leading to higher export earning. Creates jobs. The refinery is expected to operate 24/7, creating direct and indirect jobs in logistics, quality control, and other support services. Ghana will retain millions of dollars, so there will be retaining refining fees, millions of dollars in refining fees that were previously paid to foreign refineries. It also increased tax revenue, where government expected to generate more taxes from the refinery operation, improve transparency and accountability. The initiative also includes measures to enhance traceability, responsible sourcing, potential improving Ghana's reputation in the gold market, and finally, diversification of the economy, where the initiative is part of government efforts to diversify its economy and reduce dependency on raw gold exports. Away from the raw gold export, let's go to the floor of Parliament and do some bidding. The minority and the majority, I don't know how to put it, but Samuel Abu Jinapor, the member of Parliament for Damango, was involved in a heated debate in Parliament, but there's no specific information on the, and you know, it's with the NDC female parliamentarian. Let's go to the floor of Parliament and take a watch and listen to the debate.
Yes. Youth unemployment. Young men and women in this country cannot find jobs. You made a commitment to implement your flagship program of 24-hour economy, and today, Mr. Speaker, the 24-hour economy, 1 whole year down the road, they are here telling us we should create another bureaucracy, another institution, another authority. Ghanaians are tired of institutions and tired of bureaucracies and tired of talk. The Ghanaian youth require action. They want jobs. And so, Mr. And now, they want action and jobs now. This authority is just going to be job for the men. It's just going to be an authority where we'll have another CEO, 3 deputy CEOs, corporate affairs manager. This person, the people President Mahama has still not found jobs for, the men he hasn't found jobs for, he would then find jobs for them, buy a few land cruisers for them, give them salaries, give them allowances. This authority will not affect the suffering unemployed youth. It will not affect the unemployed youth in Bolgatanga, to Keta, to across the length and breadth of our country. It will not. That's what I want to conclude by submitting. And I do so forcefully. That 11 months into the NDC administration, their flagship program of 24-hour economy, 133 formula, 3 shifts for the unemployed Ghanaian youth, 8 hourly different. The only job that is 24-hour today that has 3 people doing the job is the office of the Speaker of Parliament.
Why are you trying to speak for 24 hours?
Mr. Speaker, you should only your job, that is 133. It's the only job that is 133. The office, the job of Speaker of Parliament is the job where you have Right Honorable Abin Babin do 1 shift, and you yourself, the Speaker, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, do the 2nd shift, and the 2nd Deputy Speaker, does the 3rd shift. The only job in Ghana that is 133 is the job of the Speaker of Parliament. But then that is not 24 hours. And that is not 8 hourly shift. You don't do 8 hourly shift. Mr. Speaker, this is another gimmickry. This is another deception. This is just to buy time. This is just to give false hope to the unemployed. You promise them employment. You promise them 24-hour economy. You promise them 133. 11 miles down the road, you have failed to deliver. Ghanaians are tired of talk. They want action. Implement it and implement it now. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as we consider the report of the 24-hour Economy Authority, Mr. Speaker, I am very, very, very dumbfounded that my colleagues on the other side are trying to suggest, that we should not have an authority for the 24-hour economy. Mr. Speaker, we were all in this chamber in the 8th Parliament. Our friends on the other side touted the senior high school free SHS, and for 4 years we sat here. In fact, Mr. Speaker, one day they made us sit here and they said the bill was on its way. We should wait, it was coming. Mr. Speaker, we sat here from Anopa to Anajo, from the Safe to the Dere. The bill never came. Up to today, these people, this is what they did with the free senior high school. Mr. Speaker, and I am very surprised that my learned brother, who is running away from the chamber, made reference to the free senior high school and suggesting that within 3 months the MPP government had implemented it. Mr. Speaker, you and I know the story of the free senior high school very well. Look, it was chaotic. It was characterized by demonstrations, strikes, no food, gari and palm oil. We saw it all. And this is what happens when you implement a program without a policy, without thinking through it. Mr. Speaker, running a country, fashioning out policy and programs to run a country is not a 3 months business. And they should not be proud of that record. Mr. Speaker, since the NDC government came into power, 7 January 2025, have you heard of a single strike from any senior high school complaining about no feeding? Have we heard about any strike actions, any demonstrations, school children complaining that they haven't been fed? This is what you get when you provide good governance. This is what you get when you provide governance that invests time in fashioning out policies that will have enduring practicality, not just coming to do propaganda and sacrificing the future of our children. Mr. Speaker, export promotion and export development are two distinct things. They are never the same. And that is why the 24-hour economy says it is productivity, competitiveness, and inclusive growth. And if you read the preface to the 24-hour economy, and His Excellency President Mahama said, we are going to consume what we produce. And when we export with value. We are cutting out the export of raw materials. Mr. Speaker, this week, today, this morning, I woke up coming to work and I felt proud as a Ghanaian. My only regret, Mr. Speaker, was that I didn't see the news item before I left home. I would have come here in my...
So we went to the floor of Parliament and we had a debate Haji Azuera, and then Abu Jinapor also throwing tantrum at each other. The 24-hour economy policy debate in Ghana's Center on the government implementation of a shift system to boost economic activities and create jobs. The policy, a flagship campaign promise of the current administration, aims to make Ghana's economy operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. However, the implementation has faced criticism from the opposition MPs like Samuel Abu Jinapor, who argue that the government has failed to deliver on its promise. Abu Jinapor points out that only the office of the Speaker of Parliament operates from a form of a shift system, and even that, it doesn't run for full 24 hours. Government has been accused of prioritizing new appointment and spending on non-essential sectors, such as a $1.2 billion allocation for a new military aircraft and a ship, whilst essential sectors like healthcare and education struggles. Now, away from the floor of Parliament, we go straight to do some NDC MPP politics. Remember, the primaries are over. The presidential primaries are over. Men have started talking. But there's one particular person that is also looking for vying for the position of being the chairman of the New Patriotic Party, the NPP, in the person of Mr. Bernard MP Bosiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi. Let's take a listen to Chairman Wontumi.
No, they didn't vote for them. They didn't vote for them. Per the data, per science, political science and data, they say that 2 million people who voted for the Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo at 2020 elections did not vote at 2024 elections. So they did not vote for NDC. No, they didn't vote for the whole Ghana. They didn't vote for NDC. NDC only appreciated 100,000. Okay, over 100,000. If you compare the 2020 election and 2024, they appreciated 100,000. It means that they were angry at their own decision. So that is why the Ashanti, we set up the committee to do the research, and then the National Party also set up Professor Makokwe committee also to go to the whole Ghana to speak to the people. So we know, and it's not only us. The NDC also, they did some when they lost over 1 million votes. So that time, everybody said Mahama cannot come again. All of us said it, but they based on a possible report and learn and improve some things. So it's the same thing. We are not above advice and we are not under advice. That is why I put it like politically we learn very fast. So we know.
One last one, forgive me. The Ashanti Region Minister, Dr. Makohini, he's everywhere in the Ashanti Region. People in the Ashanti Region actually love him. I'm not scared that he's actually sways more the votes for the APC to the NDC.
My brother, don't let me go there, okay? Let me encourage my people. They are going to vote for me to become MPP, national chairman. No, I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to encourage. If you want to talk about popularity, you are talking about popularity. Do you have phone? You have phone. Go to your phone now. It's off. Can you switch it on now? No, I want to show you something. No, I want to show you something. Go to the Google. I want to show you something. You are on Google. Are you on Google? Go to Google. Yes, I want to show you something. Okay? You are in Google.
Yes.
Write C H A I. What are you seeing in your phone? Is it not? Even this one is not chair. This one is not chair. The whole world, when you are Google chairman, it's me. So when we are talking about popularity, you see, this one is not about somebody saying it. It's about your phone. I never touched your phone before. Maybe you know me, this is my first time seeing you. Okay? But when you are Google chairman for the whole world, it's not, you can Google minister and see whose name will come. Okay? So when we are talking about the popularity God has given to us, okay, the whole world, we have so many companies, they have chairman. Even the government, they have board chairmen. But if you are Google chairman, it's my name, that will come. But I use it to serve. I use it to serve. So my popularity across waters. Reports. We brought a report from the Ashanti, Osei Chairman's Committee. Immediately we lost, we set up as a region and set up a committee to do the research why we lost. So, and what we should do. So the research, they brought their recommendations to us, what we did it wrong and what we can improve it. We have learned, and I'm a person who learned very fast. And it's not only Ashanti. Even if you see the Ashanti, it's our votes who push us even to the votes that we have.
So Chairman Wontumi, also known as Bernard Mchibotiako, has officially declared his bid for the national chairmanship of the New Patriotic Party. In a statement, he emphasized that his decision is driven by the desire to strengthen, rebuild, and unify the party rather than personal ambition. Wontumi, who currently serves as Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, believes that the party needs leadership that is steady, principled, and committed to unity, especially ahead of the 2028 general election. He described himself as a grassroots-oriented leader who values every member of the party, from leaders to the youth, pledged to work towards unity, organizational strength. Wontumi expressed confidence in the party's readiness for the challenge ahead, stating, "We are ready, we are organized, we are built for the battles ahead." Chairman Wontumi throwing it down. But meanwhile, Kofi sends this one and was asked, what is the beef of Abu Jinapor Stars? Well, Abu Jinapor is a member of the parliament for Damangu. He has expressed concerns on several economic issues. He's criticized the government handling of the 24-hour economic policy, arguing it has not been implemented effectively and lacks clear national plan. Some of his key stands include opposition to the new authority. Jinapor suggests existing institutions like the Ghana Export Promotion Authority can support export-led job creation, making a new authority unnecessary. He also emphasized the need for tangible jobs for Ghanaian youth, criticizing government's slow progress. Jinapor also questioned the government priorities, citing a $1.2 billion allocation for military aircraft and a ship amidst struggling essential sectors. He also advocated for integrating women, youth, and SMEs into the African mining value chain, promoting local participation and value addition. Well, the elections may be over, but the man who won the election goes round to thank his elders. He went to Kufuor, he went to the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa, Akufo-Addo. He went there as well. Now, Chairman Wontumi says he wants to be the chairman for National. But let's do this. The former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has urged Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to lead the New Patriotic Party with clarity and purpose following his victory in the party's presidential primaries. Akufo-Addo praised Bawumia's character, work ethic and loyalty to the party, expressing confidence that he will lead the NPP back to victory in 2008. In his victory speech, Bawumia pledged to run an inclusive campaign reaching out to supporters of other candidates, including Kennedy Agyapong, Brian Acheampong. He secured 110,643 votes, representing 56.48% of the total valid votes. Akufo-Addo emphasized the need for unity within the party, urging members to put aside their differences and work towards a common goal. He also highlighted the importance of handling wounds, healing wounds, reorganizing the party structures, and strengthening the parliamentary front line. Let's take a listen to the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Let us end the era of faction. From constituency to region to national office, our purpose is singular. Elect officers who will serve the party's interests, support our candidate, and help secure victory in 2028. Nothing more, nothing less. To our presidential candidate, lead with a big heart, lead with decisiveness, lead with clarity of purpose, lead with all of us behind you. Stretch out your hand to all who stood in this race. And to those who did not prevail, stand tall in loyalty. In our tradition, true loyalty is proven not in victory, but how we respond to defeat. I am confident that each one of you will honor the proud NPP heritage, where after contest, we close ranks and march together. 18 years ago, I chose Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as my running mate. We stood side by side through 4 elections. I know his mind, his character, his love for Ghana, and his appetite for hard work. He is loyal to party and country. With the full support of our rank and file and the continued generosity of our supporters, I know that he will lead us back to victory. The recovery of the economy that was charted before we left office is becoming visible and felt. Those necessary policies to stabilize and reposition our economy are bearing fruit. That is our message, rooted in achievement, guided by responsibility, articulated by a party united with one voice, and animated by a bold vision for the future. I know that with Dr. Bawumia, we will present a clear, credible plan to grow the economy, back enterprise, create jobs, protect the vulnerable, and unleash the ingenuity of our young people. The NPP has done it before. Under Dr. Bawumia, we will do it again and do it better. My commitment tonight is simple. I'll devote my energy to supporting efforts to unite our party, re-energizing our base, and earning anew the trust of the Ghanaian people. Let us go to every community with humility and confidence. Let us listen, organize, and work. So, let us rise together. Let us believe again in the NPP.
All right, so that was the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. But there's a story that came in when renowned economist and a professor of finance at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Godfred Alofa Pohin, has issued a stark warning that Ghana is heading towards a dangerous and unsustainable path, particularly in its handling of irresponsible mining activities. According to him, government appears increasingly focused on highlighting the perceived financial benefits of mining, often framed in terms of billions of dollars, while downplaying or ignoring the full environmental and human costs. So if you join us, are you live? And the phone line is now duly activated. You can call now on 0537158638. 0537158638 is the number. You can also join us, share your thoughts with us, give your input on the stories of channel later tonight. From 9, it's now got some few more minutes where we'll be wrapping up in today's edition of the news. So let me hear you. With me, Afre, Banyo Travel, Atan Ayomi on 0537158638 in the numbers. Let's get to hear you as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, the Ghana Education Service has officially notified all regional directors of education about the upcoming nationwide verification exercise to support a special audit of the Ghana school feeding program. According to a letter dated 15 January 2026 and signed by the Acting Director General, Dr. Isahaku, the audit service will conduct a comprehensive audit covering all beneficiary schools under the program from the 1st January 2017 to 31st December 2024. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also share your thoughts. You can share your thoughts with us in tonight's edition of the News Focus. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right, so when you call, lower the volume of your TV set so we can have conversation on the phone. 0537158638. We got some few more minutes and then we'll be wrapping up. Some of the specific challenges, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the MPP flag bearer for 2028 election, faces several key challenges. One major hurdle is building trust with voters who may question whether he truly understands their hardship and can act differently. Some of these areas that I think the party will be looking at the unity within the party.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Your name, where you're reaching us live from?
I'm calling from Asayi, Bolga.
From Bolga, your name?
Yeah, I'm Simon.
All right, Simon, let's hear you.
Yes. I want to talk of the former president, about the former president. Congratulating Dr. Bawumia. I think that they should hold on and give the chance to NDC because NDC have done a lot for Ghanaians. Ghanaians have seen it. So they should give up because I don't see them coming to talk of their issue again. So I think what they are saying is listen, but they should give up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Simon, all the way from the Upper East region, joining us. You can also join us 0537158638. We got a few minutes, so when you call 60 seconds, you go and someone also follows. So we're looking at some of the specific challenges that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia faces. Unity within the party. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Your name, where you're reaching us live from?
My name is Man. I'm calling from Kintampo.
All right, Emmanuel from Kintampo, let's hear you.
Yeah. The way the NPP is structuring the leadership, I don't get them. They say in 2024 they are still doing that in C. This chairman that chairman, the man who is looking for chairmanship, I don't believe the man should be a chairman. This former people that disappointed the party, are still struggling for power to still lead the party to chaos. So please, they should not let that chairman be the man come to chairmanship at all.
Okay. Thank you so much from King Tampo. 0537158638 is the numbers. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us and let's have a conversation. 0537158368 is the numbers. Let me get to hear you. And then we're still looking at the rebuilding trust with the electorate. The MPP's defeat. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're reaching us from?
How are you?
I'm fine by His grace, and yourself?
Yeah, also fine.
Can you please speak up a bit? I can hardly hear you.
Hello.
Can you turn the volume of your TV set down and we talk on the phone?
Yes. We are pleading the NPP government that we hold on for the NDC. We have seen a lot what NDC has been doing now. But where for the past 8 years, where the NDC have sent us to very high hardship level. Now the NDC came to power. We have seen that things are becoming normal for Ghanaians. So they should expect patient for the Ghanaians. We don't want them to come back to power again. They should hold on. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time as well. 0537158638 is the number. So go some few more minutes. We'll be wrapping it up. And tonight's news focus 0537158638. 0537158638. Let me get to hear you and let's have this conversation together. So we're looking at rebuilding trust with the electorate where the MPP's defeat in 2024 elections suggest that voters are dissatisfied with the party's performance, and Dr. Bawumia must address this concern. Hello, good evening. Can you turn the volume of your TV set down, please? Good evening. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're reaching us from?
I'm calling from Madam Sumuli.
Okay, let's hear you.
I'm calling to Dr. Alali Makan. Okay, let's hear you. Yes, I want the support of Alali Makan. So I want to thank all the deputies. They have done well and good elections. So, and those are how the past president. What is going on? Israel is doing a business. You know what Israel is doing? You know what Israel is doing? But I want to go back to your discussion. Some people have even said that they haven't been clear. When the land was building back, to take all the native people for the school building. So they should try their best and pay the school building program.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us. And please, when you call, turn the volume of your TV set down. Stop listening to yourself on the TV. The conversation is on your phone, not on the TV. It's on your phone, not on your TV. 0537158638 is the numbers. Maybe I can do one or two more calls and then we call it today. So we're looking at... Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam. Your name, where reaching us live from?
Yes, my name is Fatih.
Okay.
Please, I'm calling from Upper West region.
Okay, Fati from the Upper West region.
Please, I want to talk. I want to talk about the NPP. They should have taken to President Mahama to settle Ghana down.
Okay.
Because what they have said Ghana completely. Look at how a dollar and then the petrol and what and what. So these people, secondary school people were trying, we were giving them bamboo what and what to go to school. But now all is stopped. So they should have patience.
All right.
They should have patience. We are all Ghanaians. We know how they did to us.
All right, Ajia, thank you so much for taking time out all the way from the Upper West to join us here in the crowd. God bless you. Well, I can do one more call, and then I say bye-bye to all of you. So we're looking at broadening the party's appeal, maintaining momentum for a prolonged campaign period, and also addressing economic management and cost of living pressures. And these are some of the things the MPP will need to battle it out to find whether Ghanaians will forgive them and accept them back. Well, when you check with the time now, just go some few minutes. I need to wrap up in tonight's edition of the News Focus. And I want to say a big thank you to my team and to my viewers across the length and breadth of the country, to my callers who also joined and also got their messages across. I'm grateful to you. Make a date to join me tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We'll bring in the Morning Focus, which will run from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. We have some big conversation on that. Then later in the afternoon at 2 p.m., we'll bring you Sports Focus. 9 p.m., same time tomorrow, I'll be back with more conversation for you. Do have a good night. And don't forget to say a prayer with every heartbeat. My name is El Samuels. To God be the glory. Have a good night.